Hello, folks out there. This episode of the podcast is partnered by Audible. Greg, you know what I love about Audible?
What do you love about Audible,
I
John?
don't have to pick up a book anymore and carry it around with me. In fact, I carry it around in my phone, which is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. They literally keep thousands of titles right on your phone, accessible at any time when you're driving, when you're cooking, when you're mowing the lawn, changing a diaper, doesn't matter. It's all right there at your fingertips, John. They've got podcasts, they've got lectures, they've got some like health and wellness and like fitness series on there that if you just are looking for something to fill that gap, like you're not getting into a book right now, it's all there for you, man.
If you're a member, Greg, what's cool about it is you get 3 titles per month. The first one, you can pick whatever you want. Like I've said, I'll probably start hitting up some of those health and wellness books. And then what's awesome is they have 2 Audible exclusives. Exclusives, folks. You can't get it anywhere else.
It's true. That is very true. So if you guys want to get on the Audible train, you can go to audibletrial.com/JATG. That stands for Johnny and the Greg. Hook yourself up with a 30-day free trial. No promises, no nothing. If you don't like it, which I can't imagine you're not going to like it, you can cancel at any time. But the great thing about that is the books you get during your free trial, or if at any time, those books are yours. Like you get to keep them. You can listen to them nonstop, anytime, all the time.
Sounds like a deal to me, man. So if you guys are smart, like I know you guys are, because you already listen to this podcast, sign yourself up, guys. What do you got to lose? It's 30-day free trial, and it's books, it's knowledge. Gotta drink it up.
It is. It is. So one more time, it is audibletrial.com/JATG.
Oh my gosh, it's Kate.
It's Kate.
It's
We have a
Kate.
guest on. Like
We do.
in my
Greg,
house.
why don't you tell us
again.
a little bit about your guest?
This is Kate. She's my daughter, and that's all the world needs to know. No. We asked her on because you had an experience
Yeah.
that I think all adults have at some point. It took me longer to get there because I taught high school for 15-ish years. But why don't you tell me the experience you had,
Yeah,
which will
just,
get into why.
real quick, it is an experience, and once it happens to you, it shocks you that guess what? You're no longer cool because you don't know the lingo, you don't know what any of that means. And what I said, I was talking to a kid at a birthday party, and he said, "Oh yeah, for sure, no cap."
He was like high school, right?
Yeah, he was in high school, and he said, "Oh yeah, for sure, man, no cap." I went, "What? No what?" He's like, "No cap." I'm like, "What the hell is that? What's no cap mean?" And he explained it was no line. Am I right with that, Kate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we thought that would be really interesting to have you come on because, Greg, I don't think I'm the only one going through this. I know you've gone through it, and I'm sure there's other people out there. So, guys, all of our listeners out there that we don't even know how old you guys are that are listening, but I'm guessing you're around our age. So sit back, relax. We're about to give you an education with Kate on what the new kids are talking about. So we have a list here of what was kind of cool in our day, and I want to see if it actually works nowadays. So the first one that comes up is bomb, as in like the bomb, like she's the bomb. What is that, Kate? You're giving us a face.
No one really uses that, and
No?
if it is, they're like, it's almost like they're doing an impression of like their mom, and mom who's like in their 40s or 50s, or
Just
like,
trying really
or like
hard.
you're like the grandma friend, and you'll say like, "Oh, that's the bomb," and you're like wearing the granny cardigans or the bedazzled Christmas crew necks type person who says that. It's very much not a word that people.
Let me ask you a question really quick. So when you said the grandma cardigan, what like What is a grandma cardigan? Just a
Well,
cardigan?
I mean, Chris Hemsworth wears them all the time. It's just, they can range to honestly any cardigan. But, he wears cardigans all the time. They're like these tan, and they've got like the collars that like go all the way down in the pockets. And he
Okay. All right.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're saying.
really
Okay.
big knitted ones.
Big knitted, like they're usually seasonal,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or they have cats.
Okay.
So something like that. I think
Hey, Greg, when's the last time you said the bomb?
it's been a long time.
Yeah, right? Like
I do reference a hot sauce called Da Bomb, which I reference every once in a while, but not in this context. Not
like
in
if
this,
I was to tell you, hey man, just saw nobody and it was the bomb. Like no, I don't talk like that anymore.
I would laugh at you and go. I mean, I would know exactly what you're talking about, but then I would start laughing. And I'd be like, oh, was it really? It was Da Bomb. That's,
like
that's
elaborate,
exciting.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one that I don't think is actually a saying, but it okay. Well, let's actually, Kate. What's the version? Okay, for us, the bomb meant it was like a bomb blew up and everything out of it came awesome. So what's
What do you
your
got?
version of the bomb?
Fire.
Fire.
That's fire.
That's fire. Yeah.
That's fire.
That's lit.
That's lit. Okay.
Not
Yeah.
that's lit anymore, at least in high school, but middle schoolers.
I was gonna say
use it.
we said lit, kinda.
We kind of did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, so wait, was it? So now
If
it's
we-
fire.
if we-
So it's just basically that. Hey, I saw Avengers Endgame and man, it was fire. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. I mean, no one around me really says it. It'd be more like, and no one really says it for movies, but they're like, that's a vibe. Like
That's a vibe.
Like songs. So like, oh yeah, Drake's new song. That's a vibe.
That makes sense actually with a
Yeah.
song
Yeah.
because there's vibe. You know, it vibes. It there's
Yeah.
vibrations. It usually has a good beat.
Yeah.
Okay, do people still like have like the big bass in the car
What do you mean the big
at your high school? Like when they not only turn on Drake's newest thing and it goes boom.
Giant speakers that live in the trunk.
No.
That like we call it. Did you have one? Did you have a box in your trunk?
I did not have one, no. But I knew guys like that was like the thing when we were young. Guys, there'd be always one or two people out there that would have like their car, and their car was just a car, but then they put like these speakers in the replace the trunk with the speakers, and it was like
Yeah. We had one guy who actually had the nice car and the speakers.
oh okay
Yeah, Travis Copeland. He had, I mean, his car was pretty nice for a high schooler's car.
right
And then, like, you pop the trunk and, yeah, inlaid was the speakers, the equalizer, whole deal. But then we had some guys with some real POS cars, which means piece of shit, by the way. That's what we used to say. And then have awesome sound. Then you think the car was going to fall apart from the vibrations of the bass.
okay. So do you know where cap came from? Like why is cap considered like lying or not lying?
I don't know, honestly. I honestly cannot tell you where any of these words came from besides TikTok. But
Is that where you guys are getting the lingo?
I mean, a lot of it's also from celebrities. They'll like come up with their own, like Cardi B. She'll come up with their own stuff, and kids will just keep saying it, and then it catches on, and it becomes the new slang.
So
Like
you're
Snoop
saying
Dogg.
like
Yeah.
Cardi B is the new lexicon for human
Sometimes
interaction. God help us.
Yeah. Okay. So we have fat that we used to say fat for that's really cool.
Like PH.
PHAT. I think yeah, didn't we have to say that? Like when we said fat. Now I don't think I've ever said I think I remember this in movies, but every time it was fat or that's fat, it was actually but you had to say at the end of it PHAT.
PH fat. I didn't use it that much,
Neither did I.
but But I mean, I remember the clothing line was big. Fat clothing. Remember that?
I never knew there
No.
was such a thing.
Okay. I knew it existed. Wasn't really for me, so I
Okay.
kind of messed it up.
All right,
So
Kate.
what
Yeah.
that would be the same as like fire or
Fire, lit.
Yeah.
lit means something else to me.
Yes, to me
Yeah.
too.
If someone's lit, that means they're drunk or they're high.
Yeah.
That's not what it would be for us.
What it
What would
would
drunk or high be?
It would be geeked, stoned, baked, kind of those.
baked and
Geek?
stoned have been around for a long
Yeah,
time.
I mean,
Geeked?
I
Like
thought,
he's geeking? What about tweaked? Is that
oh yeah, tweaked too.
tweaked? It's
Like,
tweaking?
he's tweaked. So
Yeah. Those are terms I've already heard. He's tweaking, man. Okay. Yeah.
they're
Um,
acting, high, but they're not actually high. Say that a lot.
what's the name for a loser?
A loser?
Yeah.
A lot of profanities that people use.
Oh, for real?
They'll just say, he's an effing loser. Are you kidding me?
Oh, okay. So that's it. So you still say loser, you just add an adjective to it.
Yeah, you just add a swear word to it.
Okay. If you're leaving a party and you don't want to say bye, we would usually say peace out. What do you guys say?
Sometimes people say peace out. I personally never been to a party, but I'd probably just
Time
like
out. Time out. Time out.
I got invited to one once though, and my parents said no. So I could have.
You've never gone to any type of party?
No, she has. What? Yes,
I'm more
you've been
talking
to a party.
about a high school party.
You've never been to a drinking party, is
Sorry,
what?
my bad. I've never been to a drinking party.
You've been to high school
Okay.
parties, like with your
Okay.
friends.
All right. Yes. So you've been to friends and you've gone to their house and hung out and you guys have
Yeah.
talked boys and well, that's a sleepover. Do you guys even call it a sleepover anymore or no?
Yeah, it was a sleepover.
It's
That
still a
doesn't happen
sleepover?
much anymore though. It's more like I'll go to your
Yeah.
house till like midnight and then I'll go home.
And that's
No
the thing,
kidding.
like the times. There's not a ton of sleepovers anymore.
Yeah.
It seems like parents
Really?
would just rather, yeah, like okay, fine, you can stay there till 1, 2 in the morning, but we'll come get you. Like they don't want sleepover.
Oh, maybe that's a way of the parents of like trying to get. Well, they know I'm coming to get them. They don't have like a whole night to sober up.
Maybe I think it's just more control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of kids
Yeah.
are busy though. Sports, be like, oh, sorry, I got practice the next day. I got it in the morning.
There's a lot of that. Yeah, parents
Okay.
oversleeping their kids, so
Okay.
they're like they can't sleep over. They've got 50 activities to do in the morning, so the best you can do is stay out late with them.
I see. All right. So, if you're gonna go to yeah, if you're gonna go to, have you been to concerts, Kate?
I went to one.
If you're gonna party and we used to call it, we're gonna raise the roof. Now, I don't think we've ever actually said raise the roof in more or less a joking term, but yeah, but we've kind of done it to be like funny. It's not like a natural part of our language. It was more of a, so Kate, what's like a, we're going to party type of lingo? What's the
Shit's
new,
getting crazy.
shit's getting crazy?
Crazy tonight.
That shit's getting crazy tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's okay. So that's not new. We've heard that.
It's more, there's a lot of adding profanities to things, just like with regular words.
Kate, if you don't mind me asking, or Greg, can I ask how old she is here, or do you not want to know that? Do you not want people to know that?
I'm pretty sure you've said that numerous times on numerous other podcasts.
That's
Have
true.
I?
Yeah.
How old are you, Kate?
I'm 16.
Okay. So you're 16. I'm trying to think. Because Greg, didn't we start swearing probably in junior high? Just seemed
Oh,
cool.
for sure. Yeah. I started well before junior high,
Yeah.
and I got bold with it in junior high
Okay.
to the point where and then in high school, when I started to get good at it,
Okay.
like using it probably too much, but still appropriately.
Yes.
My dad sat me down and looked at me. He's like, "And you're gonna stop your fucking swearing." And I was like, "Okay." Yeah.
Kate, what about? I'm trying to think of how to. We say whatever, and I know whatever turned into this for a while. Like whatever.
No one does that.
No one does that.
a loser thing either.
Nobody does that either.
Nope.
So what do you call a loser? What do you say whatever to? Or
So
isn't it replaced by I can't? Like I just can't do this. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I just
Or
can't.
I can't even right now.
I can't even right now. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay. I can't even right now. So what's the text? What's the text slang for that? I can't even right now.
I just type out I can't even right now.
Okay. There's no like abbreviations or nothing.
There's some people will go like extreme with the abbreviations, like,
Yeah.
and they will just like every word is like the first letter, and I'm like, no, I'll write it out.
You'll write the whole thing out.
Yeah.
That's because your father used to be a teacher and teaches good grammar.
I try,
Yeah.
but my wife's keeps texting me right now, like she wants to get in on a conversation.
Yeah.
You're invited all the time. You never want to come on. But she's saying, as my wife is in the other room, the term basic, like you're basic.
Oh, thank you. Yes, basic. What does that mean? What does that mean, Kate? What does basic mean?
It means you are very stereotypical, like you are like everyone else. What? For people at
You're
my
average,
school,
right? Like there's nothing special about
It's
you.
like
You're basic.
you dress the same way as everyone. You shop the
Okay.
same places.
So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's usually meant as a bad thing. Like, oh, she is so basic. Look at
Yeah.
that shirt.
You basic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's usually not a good thing. Ever.
Okay. So people out there don't be basic, but I'm guessing we're parents, so we're going to be basic because we're parents.
Yeah. It's
There's
usually
a lot
meant
of
to be a funny way when you're talking about your parents being basic.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
almost as you're making fun of them, but it's like in a good way.
Which is pretty funny because now that you're old enough that mom and I go out
Yeah.
and you stay home. When we go out and we see other basic parents, and they're away from their kids too, and they just want to tie one on, and that means get drunk, kids. Yeah, or you remember this one? You're just gonna fucking rage. Just be like, oh,
Yes.
I'm gonna rage, and like that's like you're gonna go hard for a night.
Yeah.
Watching, especially around where I live, watching these basic parents like try to rage like they did in college, it's just a lot more martinis and glasses of wine with nicer clothes. But Karen is still face down drunk in front of the boutique.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
trying to. So give us some more. Give us some more slang here, because I don't know if we can really maneuver the way that.
What is? Because your brother said this to me the other day. Sus.
Sus?
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you heard this one, John?
Yeah, suspect, right?
Yeah.
Not
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
Yeah. So my brother told me in the what's that game called?
He said it came from.
It came from this really new popular game that I'm blanking the name of right now. But they would write it in the chat instead of saying suspicious. They would say sus. So it's just a shortened word.
Okay, so do you get the idea that a lot of slang is coming from texting?
Yeah.
Texting or just like. I think a little bit from online gaming.
Yeah.
Online gaming. Okay.
Yeah. So like you need to communicate something quickly, and you don't want to take your hands off the key or off the controls enough to type something. So you short.
Okay, so Kate, I'm about to ask you, and this might be breaking girl code. So you let me know. I can't. That's girl code. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't think Greg and I ever did it. And Greg, I didn't do this. I don't know if you did, but Greg and I Greg and I met in college, so we didn't really hang out with until college. So, but I remember on the Cosby Show when Theo was the boy and his best friend named Cockroach. Remember that, Greg?
Yeah.
Okay, they used to describe a woman as a burger, right? The bigger the burger, the prettier the girl was. All right.
Oh.
I think you and I were like, she's a cool chick. We called girls chicks.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So what, Kate? What are you like when a hot guy walks past? What do you say? Do you say he's on fire? What do you say? Are you allowed to say anything?
Well, first I take a good look because I want to make sure.
Calm
What?
down, Dad. Calm down. She can look.
I take a good look first just to make sure I'm not like, oh wait, never mind. Because I've done that before, and then I'll see him and oh no. Guys, never mind. Never mind. But
Wait a minute. Time out, time out. You've seen him before, like from a distance?
well, like, you look at his backside, and he's got a nice butt, and he has nice legs, and and then he turns around, and it's like, oh, I don't like how his face.
All right. Okay. We had something in Whitewater. I'm not going to say the name of the effect, but we had an effect in Whitewater where they looked beautiful from like 100 yards away, and as they got closer, it changed.
It's like one of those like started here and then you're like
and we called it something after a certain person, and that's all I'm going to say because I don't ever want that getting out.
That is mean.
We didn't know. We didn't make it up.
Okay.
No.
It was well established.
Yes.
And then we met the person and went, oh, that's not nice. So
usually I'll tell my friends when I see him, be like, God damn, did you see him? Did you look at that ass? That man is a fine piece of meat right there.
A fine piece of meat. Okay.
Yeah, I will usually go over the top of it and say the most ridiculous things if I find someone really cute.
Okay, Tom Holland is a what?
He's a fine piece of ass.
A fine piece of ass.
But no, he is so handsome and amazing. So is Sebastian Stan. I've found a new attraction for Sebastian Stan. He's like rugged, sexy. Wow, it's great. It's like it comes from the very depths of your soul, the sexiness of them. It just brings out. You're like, oh, you know.
You would like Lorenzo Lamas then.
Maybe I don't know.
Lorenzo Lamas. Did you say Lorenzo Lamas, Greg?
I did. You
should show her a picture of Lorenzo Lamas.
We were flipping through HBO Max, and I'm like, a Lorenzo Lamas movie? No way.
Yeah, he was big on Channel 50.
Whichever station carried Renegade.
That's right, it was Renegade. Yeah, with that long hair. Anyway, okay. So it's just there's nothing really different. There's not like the slang hasn't changed in terms of what a guy looks like.
She's got a pretty good list here that I went through before.
Read off the list.
Oh, simp was another one.
What? Can be used for a sexual term or a non-sexual term?
Yeah.
What?
Simp. S-I-M-P.
Simp.
Yes.
Yep. I'm not sure what it's short for, but I've only ever heard it terms like you're really into somebody to the point where you're almost like they're the dominant, you're the
Sub-dom? Submissive and dominant?
Yeah, submissive.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Simp is an internet slang term describing someone who performs excessive sympathy and attention towards another person.
Okay.
Sometimes in the pursuit of a sexual relationship.
That's not what I meant for. Well, not so much for me, because my siblings will call me a simp, and they usually mean it by you like someone so much that it is like obsessive and you would like do anything for them, but they're not really returning the same feelings.
Is it like whipped?
Yes, it's like being whipped.
Wait, there's a meaning on TikTok. The meaning of simp on TikTok is the same. A guy who tries too hard to impress a woman. So is that what you just said? That's basically what you said, right?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to put it in our terms, remember the movie Hitch?
Oh, yeah.
Like with Will Smith at the beginning, like how when he got dumped, he was
a simp. Okay. I think we've all been there, haven't we, guys?
We've totally.
At least one time in our life, we've been a simp where a guy or where you were into a girl more than she was into you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think so. Okay,
Uh,
what's next?
there was the other one. Oh, here's a new one for me. Cake.
Cake,
Cake.
Means fat ass.
fat ass. So that's just
Got a lot of cake, but like a good way,
Yeah.
I think.
It's like
like girl got booty.
Baby got back. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Baby got back. Okay,
Now she's just got a lot of cake.
now it's cake.
Yeah.
Okay, so does that evolve into like, oh, what's the where's the frosting? The top?
oh,
I
just
the-
like,
think it's just
like
cake.
ooh, they got cake.
Okay, so they got cake. So guys, guys and girls and guys, they got cake means they got a nice ass, right? Or they have a big nice ass.
Yeah.
That's what it means, a big nice ass,
Big.
not
nice-
just a nice ass.
Gotta,
Yeah.
it's got to be
Or-
proportionate, I think.
Or at least it looks big, like a bubble butt. You know.
Okay. Get another one.
Well, we mentioned cap, but then there's also no cap.
Right. No cap and cap. Cap means you're lying. No cap means no lying.
Yeah. So like I always telling my friends at Chris, we're like, no cap, this actually happened.
Okay.
What's dummy thick?
Dummy thick. It means basically the same thing as cake.
Is it still
It's like they're
ass or is
dummy
it
thick. I think it's mostly meant
'Cause,
for
like, thick-
ass.
Is that a fake ass? Is that a fake ass? Dummy like a crash test dummy thick?
I mean, the person is thick with 2 C's. Not like CK, but CC.
thick like that?
I
No.
don't know.
Okay.
I mean, people just look at me like, that man is dummy thick, you know? You don't know, but...
No, I don't
But...
know.
Okay, so if I
like
if
that.
I overhear
Thick,
somebody
like a
saying,
good way? Is that
so if we overhear, I don't know, one day we're walking down the street and we're rich and
something
famous,
small, maybe?
and somebody looks at Greg and says, "Wow, he's dummy thick." What does that mean?
He's thick, like... thick thighs, like they got a thick body, but in a good way. So like for women, be like curvy, thick women.
Okay.
And
All
kind
right.
of like the same for men. Like they still have shape, but they still got some...
So a skinny guy could not be
Like-
dummy.
Like you used to work out and be totally fit, and now it just covered like that.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about someone calling my dad dummy thick. It'd be really weird.
Well, it would
Especially
be.
if I was there. Ooh.
That's pretty much the list.
That's the list.
Well, she's got more on here, but I think we know what that is. Like, you know what a thirst trap is, right?
A what?
Thirst
Okay.
trap?
Thirst trap?
Thirst trap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I know what thirst is. Thirst is like you're longing for that person, but what's a trap?
So basically on TikTok, some people, they'll like start out and they're like ugly. It's like before they're all done up. And then they'll do this transition with like sexy music. And then they'll come up and like do that to the camera. And then they'll like have their hair and they have a sexy outfit and their face is all done up and everything. And they look sexy. And it's a thirst trap because they don't actually look like that.
Okay. All right. So you're talking about the before after things on TikTok. That's called a thirst trap.
Yeah. A lot of
Okay.
boys will say it when they're like, she doesn't actually look like that. It's all makeup. So,
I see.
What's quacking?
quaking.
Oh, quaking.
yeah.
What's quaking?
Like, oh my god, I'm quaking. Like, oh my god, this is so crazy.
Like trembling?
Yeah. They're like, oh my god, that's so crazy. Like,
So wait a minute. If you're scared out of your mind, are you quaking or are you scared out of your mind?
it's like a fake scared. Like, you're not actually scared. It's just like scary in a sarcastic sense. Like, you
never. I'm trying to think of when I've ever sat there and did some sort of equivalent to quaking, and I said it to my friends like that.
Never. John, you've
Right.
never said anything like that to your friends.
Mhm.
Maybe when you're watching a stupid horror movie? Like you're not actually scared, but you're
Yeah. Or you can come out of a real horror movie and be like, oh my god.
Oh, maybe I know when this happened. Was it when if I'm watching a football game and I'm really into the game and it's like it's 4th and 1 and this needs to happen, or the defense needs to stop them or the offense needs to get it, whatever it is that quaking?
No, not really.
What the
I mean,
fuck?
unless you're like scared. I don't know.
Maybe if your team fumbles at
Yeah.
that moment and then they recover.
I don't know football, so I don't really know.
You don't need to get it, Jim.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I
Next.
understand you want to understand, but we don't need
It's
to
okay. It's
understand.
a term. It's not really used too much anymore. So.
See, it's already passe. We're good.
Oh, okay.
So
So what's another one? Keep naming them. Like, even if you think I know them.
Slaps.
No, I have no idea what.
That slaps, like that new song slaps. It's like
No, no,
It's a good song. It's right up there with Fire.
Okay.
Like,
really
this
good.
new song is fire. It really slaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
Mm,
Do you know Hits Different? It's pretty
Hits
self-explanatory.
Different?
Yeah.
No,
Like,
what's that?
oh my god, that song hits different. Like it hits you in the feels in a different way.
Hits you in the feels. There's something else. Okay.
Yeah.
Hits
So
in the
it's like-
feels and it hits different. Okay.
Yeah. So like you could put on a certain song, it's like a really sad song, and it just gets you in your feels, and you're like, oh, that song just hits different.
Okay. So
It's
we
almost
think
like
Sebastian Stan hits different.
Yes, he does. Very
Okay.
much.
Okay.
So does Tom Holland. He's a lot of my favorite hit
but
different.
does he hit different than Tom Holland?
Yeah, like he's rugged and sexy, and Tom Holland can be rugged and sexy, but he's not that all the time.
Tom Holland, you rugged and sexy.
He
Yeah.
can, especially in The Devil All the Time. Have
He
you
was-
seen that movie?
Have you
I have
seen that? Yeah.
Billy Elliot.
Yes.
Okay,
He
was
plays a little Irish
he was-
dancing boy.
12. He was 12. It's in the past.
What about T?
Tea? That's gossip. Like, oh my god, spill the tea.
Oh, I get that one. Okay. It's not bad.
You-
So what are some other ones?
I don't know. We're getting pretty through the list.
That's all right. I didn't expect this podcast to last that long anyway.
Oh, slide into your DMs.
Yes, I know that. Slide into DMs. Wait, let me ask you a question. How do you technically slide into a DM? Is it basically like I just talk to you on your DM?
You're just really smooth about it. You like
Smooth?
You're
Like
smooth.
Is it
You're slick.
unexpected
It's like
DMs?
no, well, it can be. It's like when you're really slick and they don't see it coming. It's like, whoa, oh my god, that was slick. You know?
no, I don't know.
It's a text message. It just shows up.
Yeah.
That's like what
Like
the
when
person
Greg
said.
sends me texts, I don't go, "Well, that was a tricky one." like
For a loop.
that was really smooth. I don't know how somebody could be smooth sending a text.
Well, it's like what they're saying. Like if they're
Maybe
trying to
like
flirt.
when you used to pass notes in class. Were you ever slick about that?
You mean like the hand gesture?
Yeah, like a handwritten note, like
The handoff?
yeah, like little some
Okay.
close-up magic maybe.
But still, you
It's meant to be like what they're saying in the DM or the text.
Oh,
hey,
Yeah,
what's
but
up? They're like,
they're slick in that way.
it's totally slick when he comes up. He's like, "Hey,
yeah.
Well, if they say something that's like flirty, but it's also not too flirty, so it's not obvious that they're flirting, but it's still there. No.
For anybody
Okay.
listening, this is why it is really good to be in a relationship and not be dating.
yeah." I obviously did it well once, and I think that's good because I was never really good at that part.
I was good.
You were good, yeah. I bore witness to that a couple times.
Now, I'll be honest. I don't think. No, I know. I would crash and burn so fast now.
Oh yeah,
The dating world. Oh, I would have no idea what to do anymore.
hard pass.
No. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we've got the ones that most people wouldn't know.
All right, Kate. I gotta ask you a question here. A couple of things. First off, do women find the dad bod actually attractive or no?
I think it really depends on who you talk to because there's.
I'm talking to you, Kate.
Okay, well, I don't know. What? Well,
Okay, it's okay. I'm just
You-
honest,
I'd
giving
say
you an honest.
my type varies
Okay.
from person to person because it's like with Tom Holland, he's kind of skinny, but he's still got muscle. And then with Sebastian Stan, he was really buff in Civil War. That was cool. That was nice. And now he's kind of not as buff. He's more regular. He's still got abs and stuff, but they're just not as like firm or defined.
Okay, so what you're saying is dad
Guys,
bod no.
I think when I get older, maybe grow into it.
Everybody goes into the dad bod.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair answer. Cargo pants and shorts. What do you got? What do you think of that?
It depends on how you style them. No to the cargo shorts. Those are hideous. Those are definitely dad shorts. No offense to all the dads out there.
I don't own a pair of non-cargo shorts.
Yeah, I have cargo shorts and they're necessary. Like I need to put stuff in there because my wife and now my little daughter, they can't carry their stuff.
No.
Even though they buy these huge purses.
The pockets that you complain about not having are on the sides of my shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if anyone finds those sexy, and if they are, they're definitely over.
Sorry, we have to carry them because your pants are too tight.
What they find sexy is me providing for the family.
At a moment's notice. You need your lip gloss?
Oh,
Boom.
hey, here you go. You need a nail clipper? Got that too.
I'm sure you could grow into cargo shorts. But it really depends on how you style it, though.
Okay.
What about the cargo? What about the cargo kilt?
Kate. How do you feel about the kilt?
I used to really, really hate the kilt.
She
A
hated
lot.
it. She hated it.
And I grew into it, and it's been better since then.
I think what helped is that a lot of her friends were like, "Really? That's kind of cool." And then
they call it a man skirt.
Yeah.
Who's the guy in the man skirt walking up to the house? That's my dad.
My dad.
He wears a kilt. He's got like 3. They have like detachable pockets and stuff.
They have detachable pockets?
One of them does, yeah.
Yeah.
Where does it go? Oh my God, you have a fanny pack too, don't you? Attached to your kilt.
No,
It'd be really funny though.
They make those. There's the kilt company that I go through has a full-on fanny pack, and I'm like, no, guys, you went too far.
I would wear a utility belt.
And they came out with a new one. I can't remember what they call it. It's like it's not the blacksmith. It's something else.
Yeah.
But it's overalls with a kilt. And I'm like,
oh,
that's a dress.
That's where I draw the line.
That's a full-on.
What do you mean draw the line, Kate? You wouldn't wear that?
That's where he draws the line.
Yeah,
with
That's
the
where he draws the line.
If the top is attached, that's a dress.
So I have this theory, and Kate, let me know if it's kind of true or not. The only time you ever see your dad is whether there's a possibility of him embarrassing you.
No. I see my dad more than that. Wait, what do you mean by that?
I mean, like, you don't pay attention to how he's dressed unless you have to look him over to make sure, oh my God, he's not going to embarrass me. Other than that, he's just an invisible person most of the time until you need him.
No. I like spending time with my dad.
I'm not saying, wait, time out. I'm not saying you don't like to spend time with him. What I'm saying is you're not paying attention to his fashion sense.
Well, I pay attention to it. I know he wears flannels quite a bit with t-shirts.
He does.
I noticed he has this Green Bay hoodie that he ripped the sleeves off of, and I question that a lot because he also wore a tank top under it. But like the tank tops that are like where you just like rip the sleeves off the t-shirt.
All right, hold on.
Keep going, Kate. This is perfect.
But all the decals are like off of the green hoodie, and I'm like, what did he
It was
do?
one of those Costco Green Bay hoodies where it wasn't embroidered. It was just like a sticker or something.
Yeah, so it ran off during the wash.
All that came off in the laundry.
Nice.
And I was like the hoodie itself was still in pretty good shape, and I didn't want to get rid of it. And I realized I didn't have Well, not that a lot of people have sleeveless hoodies,
Yeah.
but I'm like, okay. So I cut the sleeves off it, and then it wasn't a shirt that I cut the sleeves off. It was actually a store-bought kind of,
Tank top
not tank, just a
or
sleeveless.
muscle tee.
I don't. It wasn't a tank top. I don't know what a muscle.
Muscle tee is like where it is a t-shirt, and then there's just like no sleeve, so it's like
Yeah.
a tank top.
Yeah,
That-
it was the $8 Target workout shirt,
Okay. That's fair.
and then I wore those. I layered that, and then put the hoodie over it because it was still like one of our 70-degree days that we've had so far.
Yeah. Okay.
But it would still get pretty cold at night, and I'm like, so I did that.
Okay.
It was a total dad move. I'm fully aware.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Greg. I've
No.
just accepted that. I'm a dad. That's just what I do. I wear New Balance. I'm not ashamed of it.
Yeah,
I don't wear white New Balance.
Yeah, I'm not going to go that far.
Yeah, I was told by. Well, I have 0 cents. I actually wanted to get a pair, and Ursula was like, "No, we're not doing that. You can have these pairs." And I was like, "Oh, okay," because she has a good fashion sense. She knows what she's doing, so I trust her.
Like even my Longhorn shoes are dark colored, like not black. You can't go all white. You can't go all black. That's just just a thing.
Agreed.
So,
All right, Kate. I think we've gotten all these slangs, and we get a little bit inkling of what girls are thirsting for. You like that?
Oh, there's a whole other world.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we'll end it there, Greg. Any last words?
yeah, no, not.
No.
Wait. I got. Give me a minute.
Yep.
Don't be a simp while you're
Slide DMs.
sliding into the DMs of your dummy thick e-girl while your fire music is slapping. No cap.
Yeah. So for that,
Don't have me do that again.
nope. For Kate, the Greg, and Johnny podcast out. People, thanks for hanging in on this one.